Are you being told you have high cholesterol? Maybe you're looking at different ways to approach cholesterol control with diet. My name is Dr. Taranella, and in this video, we're going to look at that specific question, how dietary inputs affect your bad cholesterol or LDL cholesterol. So if you're interested in diet, nutrition, hormones, genetics, and different influences on your health, and you enjoy getting an expanded understanding of what's going on in your body, click on the like button and don't forget to subscribe to the channel to get more videos like this one. Now for a quick disclaimer, the information in this video is for informational purposes only. It's not intended as a treatment for any health condition or as a substitute for seeing an actual doctor or medical professional. It should be used as an educational guide to deepen your understanding of your own health and treatment success. If medical attention is needed, don't delay in seeking that attention. All right, let's look at cholesterol control through diet. Cholesterol control with diet is fairly straightforward to understand with just a little bit of effort on your part. I'm going to show you how to get a better understanding of how to control your cholesterol with diet. The first thing to understand about this topic is that cholesterol from the food that you're eating doesn't really contribute that much to the blood levels of cholesterol that you see when you get your labs taken. In fact, most of the cholesterol that's in our bodies is generated internally from the cells and tissues in our bodies. And that's done through a molecule found in fatty acids and carbohydrates. That molecule is called acetyl CoA. This molecule is used to generate energy as well as cholesterol. Acetyl CoA goes on to make something called HMG CoA and then on to make cholesterol. Statin drugs prevent HMG CoA from being produced. And here's a little diagram to show you in a little more detail. So here's acetyl CoA, HMG CoA, and statin drugs block this here from HMG CoA making mevalonate or mevalonic acid. And then as you go further along, you get different intermediates that eventually get cholesterol. Now, I mentioned that acetyl CoA comes from fatty acids and carbohydrates. So you may be wondering, why is it that saturated fats tend to increase cholesterol more than carbohydrates? And the answer is more on the clearance or breakdown of cholesterol, more so than the production. Turns out that saturated fatty acids directly inhibit or downregulate the production of something known as LDL receptors. These are on the surface of cells, and the LDL receptors are what degrade circulating cholesterol as it's circulating through the body, through the blood, and in tissues. So with less of these, there is less breakdown of the LDL cholesterol, and with less breakdown, there's more circulating through the blood. Conversely, with less circulating saturated fatty acids, there's an increase in the LDL receptors and an increase in LDL cholesterol clearance from the body. Therefore, the amount of LDL circulating through your blood goes way down. And then I wanted to show another quick picture from this same article that I think is helpful. So this is just a cartoon or diagram that shows how LDL cholesterol is cleared. These are LDLR, that's an LDL receptor, and basically it takes up the LDL cholesterol and eventually gets broken down into smaller and smaller parts and gets eventually cleared from the body. So it's saturated fat that seems to be a strong contributor or controller of your LDL blood levels when you get an actual blood test. But this isn't the only thing to think about when we're considering cholesterol control diet. For instance, some people have genetically determined LDL receptor activity and LDL receptors in general. This will generally lead to higher levels of LDL cholesterol, even in the presence of a low saturated fat intake. And that's because there's genetics behind determining those LDL receptors. However, don't be misled about this statement about genetics. The vast majority of people do have a significant control over their LDL cholesterol through diet. If you do have something known as familial hypercholesterolemia, then you're not going to have so much control over your LDL cholesterol numbers with diet compared to someone else. But familial hypercholesterolemia doesn't simply mean that you have high cholesterol in your family. It's really high cholesterol. So the vast majority of people that say they have high cholesterol in their family, they're not talking about this specific thing. It's a very small subset of the population. So even if high cholesterol runs in your family, there's a good chance that you can actually control cholesterol with your dietary inputs. What kind of changes does it make, and how long will it actually take to see these changes on the printout of your blood tests? I'm going to save that for another video. I gave you a little bit of detail and color on that information in this video, but I'm going to save the vast majority of that for another video. What do you think? Did this help explain cholesterol control with diet? There is actually more to the story, and I'll probably be doing another video on this topic. But let me know in the comment section, is this something you're interested in learning more about? All right, thanks again for watching. We'll see you next time.